So the portfolio just reached a new all-time high of nearly 50% profit, sitting at more than $72,700 and a profit of nearly $24,200. So it has been performing very well this year. I've been invested for almost 5 years now, since 2020, and just to see this growth in the portfolio in such a short span of time is just insane. And as you can see, we just put up a photo of my September gains, and during September we crossed the 40% mark in the portfolio, and I was just astonished at that. It was gains of more than $19,000 and a huge market value of portfolio value sitting at $67,000, and right now we're $5,000 up just since then, and 10% up since then as well. So it's just crazy gains going on this year, and these past couple months have just been insane in the portfolio. But let's jump into my 12 positions I have in the portfolio right now and just show you how they've been performing since then. So out of the 12 positions in my portfolio, I have 2 ETFs, one of them being SPHD, which is basically a dividend paying ETF. It pays monthly. It's one of my monthly paying stocks I have in the portfolio. I think I have 3 of them, and I've recently trimmed the position. I had around 90 to 100 shares. I trimmed it down a little bit to 81 shares, and right now it's up around 15%, which is good for $500 in profit. So that's awesome. It's almost at $4,000 of my portfolio value, so it's doing great so far. Next we go to VOO. VOO is my largest position by far in the portfolio, sitting at $16,500 of the portfolio value, and since I've gotten it, it's up around 36%, which is just crazy gains. $4,300 of gains. I bought it at a buying price of $409 per share. I have 30 of them right now, and it's just sitting at $555 per share, which is just crazy. I'm up almost $150 per share in VOO. That is just insane gains in just a short amount of time since I bought it. I bought it in like around a year and a half ago. I should say, maybe give or take a few months, and it's just insane that this growth in the portfolio has just been crazy. Let's just go to Apple. I'm up almost 82% in Apple. It's my largest holding that is not an ETF in the portfolio, singular holding. I'm up $5,800 in Apple right now, which is crazy growth. Same with Microsoft. I'm up 56% in Microsoft right now. Lockheed Martin, I recently trimmed down and took some gains and put those gains back into VOO, which put up a couple more shares. I think I bought maybe 4-5 more shares of VOO from my Lockheed Martin gains, which is just crazy that I could use my singular positions in my portfolio to put into my VOO position, which that's what I want to do right now. I want to put most of my money and most of my percentage of my portfolio into VOO right now, which that's what I've been trying to do this past year. I'm in my portfolio, not really trying to pick individual stocks right now, because I just recently turned 20 years old, and so I'm young, and I really want to get growth in my portfolio, not really dividend paying companies like O and Maine, which are good companies, yes, but I don't really want to have those not so growth based companies and stocks in my portfolio. I really want to have growth, not dividend focused portfolio right now. So let's just go to Google. I bought Google at around $104 per share. It's sitting at $195 per share right now. I'm up almost 90% in Google right now. I was up 90%. I think it was yesterday, but it has recently pulled back a little bit today, which is fine. Next, we're gonna go to Broadcom. I want to talk about Broadcom for a second. And Broadcom's earnings recently came out. They reported pretty good earnings. They reported a 51% year-over-year revenue increase, which is just insane, as well as a massive 200+% rise in AI-related revenues. However, that was great news, but some more news came out that really drove the stock up. I want to say 50% in the past couple weeks, and it was because news came out about their partnership with Apple, the biggest company in the world, one of the biggest companies to ever be. They wanted to develop an AI server chip with Apple, and also they reported a partnership with OpenAI to do something similar with them. So Broadcom has been in talks with some of the biggest companies in the world to develop chips and semiconductor type things with these companies, which has driven the stock up. Well, I'm up almost 180% in Broadcom. I bought it at $86 per share. Really, I bought it at $860 per share, and I bought two shares at that price. But they recently had a stock split, I want to say a couple months ago, 20-to-1 stock split, which gave me 20 shares at an average price of $86, and right now it's trading at $238 per share, which is just insane growth in such a short amount of time. As you can see, we go to Broadcom stock, and the one day they're down 4%. They just recently had a small pullback. People are selling their profit just to get more gains. And the 5-day they're up an insane amount, 34%. Which is just insane. 1 month they're up 45%, almost 50% gains in Broadcom, which is insane. On the 6 month they're up 33%. Year to date they're up over 100%, which is just crazy growth from a company in just a short amount of time, in less than a year. Year to date they're up 121%, which they were trading at $108 per share at the start of the year, and now they're trading at $240 per share, sorry. So their growth just recently made them have a market cap of $1.17 trillion, which got them into the $1 trillion market club, which only a few companies are in. As you can see, Saudi Aramco, they're not traded on the US exchange. Taiwan Semiconductors, Berkshire Hathaway, Warren Buffett's holding company, Tesla, Meta, Amazon, Google, Nvidia, Microsoft, Apple, and just recently joined the club, which is Broadcom. They're in the $1 trillion market club, which, as you can see from this reference photo right here, we can see the company's growth after $1 trillion. The average growth is around, after hitting $1 trillion, the average growth around a year after they hit $1 trillion market cap is around 20% growth. So, I mean, Broadcom is just, I feel like Broadcom is a great company. I'm not really buying more shares just because their growth has been insane these past couple months and this past year, that I don't really feel like I should buy more, but I'm not really selling or, taking profits yet, because I really think Broadcom is one of the companies of the future. Just like I feel like with almost all these companies like Google, Tesla, Nvidia, I feel like they're companies of the future. They're revolutionizing how we live in today's world, and they're doing a really great job at it. And I just feel like these are all great companies that I want to be a part of. So that's just Broadcom for you. They're taking up, they're starting to take over market share in the semiconductor business, which Nvidia has most of it right now, but Broadcom's coming up the rear with them, which is really, really good. I love both of these companies, and I really, if they do pull back like Nvidia has been doing, I really want to add more into these companies. So let's go to Tesla right now. Tesla has just recently been surging. They're up almost 70%, and it's just crazy growth that they've had since the election. Of course, Elon Musk and Donald Trump. Elon Musk endorsed Trump for presidency, and that really helped Tesla stock. I bought it at $223 per share back in, I want to say August of last year, and right now it's trading at $470 per share, which is just crazy. I'm up more than 100% in Tesla, and I just really feel like it's a great company. And on the day it's down today. Most stocks have been down today, but it has just been insane growth over time. As you can see, if you bought it at the bottom of 2020, you would have bought it at, you would have had 1,600% growth since then, which is just crazy gains all around. But as you can see, we'll go to my positions in the portfolio right now, see what the percentages are I have in each company, in each ETF as well. Starting off, we got Nvidia. This is my smallest holding in the portfolio of the 12. $1,000, little over 1% in the portfolio. Nike, little over 2%, as well as Maine, almost 3%. Then you got Realty Income, the dividend paying company, the monthly dividend paying company, a little less than 4% in the portfolio. I really do want to add more into and Nike as I'm down in it right now. I'm down around 5%, and I really want to add more to it because it pays a nice dividend, and I feel like it's a really reliable company. Same with Nike, down 26% Nike, and I'm not really panicking because of that drawdown, because I feel like Nike has a really good moat, just like these companies like Apple and Google. Nike is just a very great brand. They know how to advertise. Everyone in the world knows Nike. You know the brand just by seeing that Nike swoosh. You just know that it's one of the greatest companies in the world. And right now I feel like it's a great company to own, and they've had a really tough year in the market, but I feel like athletes across the world, as they're getting bigger, they want to sign with Nike more than their counterparts like Under Armour and Adidas and Puma. And I feel like Nike just has that moat to them, which their earnings come out in a couple days, and I really feel like if it goes down, I really want to buy more, and if it goes up, I still do want to buy more. average down in it. Why not? They're paying a good dividend. They're a great company. I really don't see the problem with owning Nike in your portfolio. So yeah, let's go to the next one. This is SPHD. Trimmed a few shares down in SPHD to buy more VOO. Has 5.5% in the portfolio share right now. That's pretty good. Tesla almost 6%. Broadcom almost 7% of the portfolio. Alphabet, which is Google, it has 8% of the portfolio. And Lockheed Martin right here, almost 10%, $7,000 in the portfolio right now. And then as we go, my top two companies in the portfolio right now are Microsoft. I have 13.5%, and Apple 17, almost 18% in the portfolio, and VOO, which is my largest position, is 23%. So right now, what I want to do, my plan for the next year, I really want to get VOO to around 25 to 30%. So about a fourth to a third of my portfolio I want to have in VOO at least, which will trim down my position in Apple, just because I don't really want to have more than 15% in one company. I mean, it's fine to have 17% and 13%, which is 30%. 30% of my portfolio is in Microsoft and Apple, which is kind of concerning to me, but I know these are great companies, two of the greatest companies in the world, so it's not that big of a deal, that bad of a deal right now for me. But really, I want to have around 30%, a third of my portfolio in VOO right now. But those are my plans for my portfolio, and this is my portfolio review. So thank you for watching. I hope you guys liked the video. I hope you guys comment on the video, recommend what you would like to see me do in the portfolio, any recommendations on what I should invest in, any recommendations on new videos I should make. I really want to start posting more about my portfolio, and just on the road to $100,000 in the portfolio. And so thank you guys for watching. Like and subscribe for more, and until next time.